Democracy meeting. It kind of went on before I expected it to. My device is kind of wonky when it comes to sound, so I'm going to use this microphone tonight until I can figure things out. Or maybe I'll always use a microphone, but we'll just wait a few seconds for people to show up, and I'll light some candles while we're here. So if you're just arriving, make sure you settle yourself down. We're just going to talk for 15 minutes, and then we'll go into a 15-minute meditation. Getting really strong guidance that we need to be meditating now strongly. All right. So hi. So we're going to talk for 15 minutes about what's going on, what kind of guidance I'm getting. Back in last year, we met 3 times a week for Grassroots of Democracy. And this time, let me fix this. I just put the candle out. This time, what we do is we're working more on the energy level. Because things have changed, and what the dark side wants, what the evil forces want, and we know who the evil is working through. I keep on saying that they need us to be afraid. Remember when FDR famously said, you've heard it, there's nothing to fear but fear itself? It's really true. When we're fearful, we are weak. I experience it when I turn on some story, and I do want to talk about one that I saw today that really made me angry. I feel like it's very, very irresponsible, but a lot of people don't understand how energy works. To post articles, stories with a freak out value. We're aware of what's going on. We're aware that we're under attack. And that is what it is. It's nothing less than that. We're under attack. I haven't been following the news, but I happened to hear a couple little snippets of news about this fake, illegitimate administration instantly going in and taking away our safeguards for our health. And just to calm you down, I don't feel like this won't be stopped. I do feel like this is a massive wake-up call for all of us to get calm. To get calm. Hey everyone. Hey Brian. And if we're unable to get calm, the fear has more power. And fear and stress weaken our immune system, our physical immune system. And fear and stress weaken our energy system and even our protection system, because we're all broadcasting energy. And it's like, if you think about, you've heard that studies have shown that if somebody's about to get mugged, the mugger won't, I haven't heard that term in a long time. Somebody's about to get mugged, the mugger will look for somebody who looks vulnerable. It's very much like that. And the person who's walking down the street just shoulders back and knowing where they're going and directed and strong and, and with a strong constitution, personal constitution, they're much less likely to be affected by harm. I just went to Blue Sky today to post my new Substack, which is up there on my Substack. Please check it out. And I didn't mean to read anything. I just happened to see it. And I was upset that I had seen that Heather Cox Richardson reposted it. We're very aware if we're paying any semblance of a little bit of attention, we're very, very aware that Donald Trump said he was going to free the Jan 6 hostages. We're very aware of the level of terrorism that some of these terrorist groups are really like invested in. I'm also very aware that I'm picking up on a lot of these hostages that have been released. I'm not saying the majority, I don't know how many, but I have picked up that some of them want nothing to do with defending Donald Trump anymore. So who knows? So the article I didn't read, but I just saw the headline of, and I'm telling you this to alert you to what to avoid. Enrico Tarrio, now that he's out of, you probably know he's like the leader of, I believe it's the Proud Boys. Not the Oath Keepers, but the Proud Boys. These domestic terrorist organizations. Somebody writes an article, he's out and now he's planning his next move. Says who? And so we have to be in a mindset of they're attempting, because we don't know. It's not, we know that he was released. We don't know when he was released. We don't know where he was released. And by the way, nobody knows what Enrico Tarrio was thinking. Can we just be real? They're surmising. Is there a great likelihood that he might be, planning to do a domestic terrorist attack? Well, that threat is always in the air, and it was before January 6, 2021. So I'm telling you this because they are people that should know better. People that should know better are scaring the crap out of the populace. So we're not here to really talk about what's going on in the news. We reserve that for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at Psychic News Network, PNN. But I know some of you are putting some headlines up, which is fine. I just want you to know that our focus tonight is meditation and bringing each other to a calm state and practicing that. Stuart Rhodes is back on the streets at the Capitol complex being his total self. Right, okay. So we know it's dangerous, but there's no need for us to keep on building the scary story. Somebody's saying that I'm buffering. If I'm buffering, I'm going to leave and come back. So I need for you guys to tell me. The next thing that they could potentially do is mess with the internet. Okay, all good? All right. That's the most important message that I have for you tonight. There's many, many important messages, but the most important message is that even people that should know better because they don't understand how energy works. I don't know, maybe they weren't interested in knowing. It's none of my business. But to be making up stories about things that they're just telling you are going to happen, think about it. It's actually setting a course that's more conducive to those terrible things happening. And that is their tactic, and I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again, I really feel like the Kremlin, well, first of all, I hope that it's common knowledge by now that the Kremlin is behind everything that's going on here. Everything. And mainstream media would be feeding the fear, absolutely. So if there are people that you love and that you care about watching mainstream media, I want you to do the loving thing and to turn it off for them. And if you need to sit down with them and say, I care about you, there's a lot of fear out there, and this makes it worse, and this makes it grow. And I'm going to say again that when we feel fearful, when we have cortisol and all those stress hormones running through our systems, our immune system weakens. So that's science. Many, many scientific studies have shown that. People who are under constant duress and stress are more susceptible to viruses and colds and the rest of it, right? So if you can get into a meditation practice, that's exceedingly helpful. And I'm soon going to be offering a class called How to Stay Calm. So I'll keep you posted about that. But energetically, they can take a whole society down if they get them to be afraid enough. Energetically, they can take a whole population down using fear tactics. We're not only being attacked from within, and that's been going on for a long time. And the whole, creme de la creme that they were going for was to get Donald Trump back into office illegitimately. Entire societies can be taken down by fear, and the Kremlin knows this is psychological warfare. And they engaged mainstream media into this directly or indirectly because the money comes in when people are going to the news because they're looking for answers and because they're afraid. They'll be looking to the news to find out whether they should continue to be afraid or not. There are people that literally decide how they're going to feel, like the weather report. They decide how they're going to feel based on what they turn on. And I want to tell you something. There are many, many intuitives and psychics and just people in general that maybe don't even practice that sort of thing, but they're aware, that can see what's going on. That can tell that when they turn it off, they feel calm, like they're going to be okay. I can't turn the volume up any louder. I hooked up my microphone so that you could hear me. So it's probably my device. I'm doing the best that I can with like on a shoestring. Tomorrow I'll use a different device. I didn't have time to set it up. I apologize for that. From my end, this is really loud. And I never use a microphone except I started using it for singing at Church of Spirituality. Please know that there are a lot of people that are doing what they're doing for free. And whoever that's doing things for free, just do the best that you can to support them. Yeah, well, the reverb is on. I didn't have time to adjust it. Well, I was at the nursing home for a short time this afternoon earlier. The news was on, and it was a constant stream. The local news was a constant stream of bad people attacking other people, people just everywhere. Thank you for your donation. I was like, how much of this can we take? So let's meditate. I'm going to start with a few ohms, and we'll fix the sound issues as we go. Okay? Do my best. I really do. I could really use more people pitching in. I really honestly could. We all have to help each other. This is not a time to be on the sidelines. So we've got 10 seconds to go into the meditation. Make sure you're in thank you. I'm glad it's okay. A very quiet space. and let us begin. Close your eyes. Right on time. Close your eyes and let's begin with this technique that I want you to remember, that you can always use. Take a deep breath in and hold it, and a longer breath out. And whenever you're ready, another deep breath in and hold it as long as you can, and then a longer breath out. And at your own pace, do that one more time. Make the inhalation really deep. Inhale and hold it, and an even longer exhalation. And feel free to join me out loud or just to yourself. I'm going to chant Om 10 times to bring us into a different frequency. And then we'll go into a guided meditation for the remaining time. The total meditation will be 15 minutes. Bring your focus to this sensation of the breath moving in and out. Follow the breath with your attention. Be very aware of the gentle sensation of the breath as it moves in and out of your nostrils, slowly. And as you do this, remind yourself that this moment is the most important moment. This moment is the most important moment. And in this present moment, with all other moments absent, in this moment, there is calm. there is peacefulness. In this moment, there are no emergencies. Be still in this moment and imagine in your mind's eye, without judging your visualizing skills, just imagine you're dreaming about a light that is forming a cloud, stringy cloud cover over the entire United States of America. A thin cloud layer of light high up in the atmosphere. And as you focus on this light, it becomes very, very brilliant. Recognize this imagining is real thought energy. And imagine that all the people in the United States and in the rest of the world who are praying for the United States are contributing to this light becoming brighter. And take a moment and offer gratitude for all those who have the presence of mind during these very dangerous times to go into the silence, into the stillness, and send out that vibrational frequency, particularly when others cannot find it. So imagine this beautiful layer, cloud layer of brilliant light, the most brilliant light you've ever seen in the atmosphere at the cloud level. And now it's beginning to move closer to the earth, to the land, all over the United States. This light covers, this layer of light is covering the entirety of the United States. And now it's starting to fall like a fog over the entirety of the United States. It is a healing and a protective white light. And imagine that even though you don't have to know specifically where it needs to be, that there is an intelligence that knows where this light is needed for protection and safety and healing. This light has a capacity to shut down evil doing. And wherever you may know of situations that need protection and healing, by thinking about that area, your thoughts are directing the light there. And now let's think about our government agencies that are under threat at the present time. Visualize that layer of light moving down into all the government buildings. And let's feel that that light moving down like a beautiful fog into all our government and agencies, to all the offices. This light is so intense that it permeates the walls of the buildings and moves into all the rooms and the crevices and the cracks of each government building. And it has the ability to to deter evil intentions and attack. Imagine plans to destroy being interrupted. Imagine people that work for these agencies in the United States completely and totally safe. And imagine all nefarious, evil plans that are trying to take hold cannot take hold because the light is too strong. It's not possible. The plans for evil are dismantled. They never happen. The plans for evil fall apart before they can come together. And imagine that this brilliant light goes across oceans into the governments of our allies, protecting them and guiding them, and all the work that they're doing to shut down this international crime ring of evil. That is bent on destroying all of us. The light has interfered and has stopped all their plans from happening. The light has interrupted all their plans to attack. And now see and sense our enemies in confusion, ineffective, in chaos, that they cannot get their evil to take hold. They're fully frustrated. They don't understand why their evil plans cannot take hold, but we know. And from this moment forward, you can relax your focus, know that the light is in place. And from this moment forward, make a promise to yourself that for the highest good of the entire collective, you will not put your thoughts on the fear and the threats and the catastrophic stories that they need for you to take in and to believe in order for their plans to work. We know better. And see yourself in your life oblivious to all fears of what's coming. See yourself in your life maintaining a positive view of your future and the future of everyone. See yourself in this year feeling safe and happy and fulfilled and optimistic and proactive and empowered and spiritual and engaged, and hold a space for that being true, and know how important that is. If we can do it for fear, we can definitely do it for the good. See yourself in your life avoiding the bad news, the fear-mongering, and the trap to hook you into the darkness. They have no power here. And imagine yourself strong, protected by a shield of light, this country protected by a shield of light, the evildoers destroyed, and this world progressing with a new president, Kamala Harris, and a new way forward that's beautiful. The darkness couldn't handle how beautiful it is. Keep yourself there as an act of self-love and love for humanity. We're going to close this meditation now. You can stay in meditation if you desire. Continue to be aware of your breath, to be aware of your breathing at all times. Continue to take those deep breaths in, holding the breath at the top, and longer breaths out to calm down your system whenever you need to. You have the tools. You have the help of the angels and your loved ones on the other side. Be not afraid. Namaste.